Hello everyone, welcome to my presentation. So before we begin, what comes to your mind looking at these adorable creatures? They are not only our best friends, they make us smile, they play with us, they make us exercise, they make us learn a lot of new things. But is this what they can do? In actual scenario, they can do a lot more. So with this thought in mind, Dognition has come up to help us understand our dog better. So today, in this presentation, we will discuss on the recommendations we suggest to Dognition on their business problem. So Dognition is currently facing an attrition in the completion rate of the tests taken by the users. Our objective is to increase the completion rate by at least 12% in a span of 60 days. So we are going to achieve this fit by addressing three questions mainly, like who are dropping out and why there are dropouts, where exactly are these dropouts coming from. So moving on, few key takeaways from this analysis are there are more paid users, out of which assessment subscribers are dominating. Free start users are basically more converting into annual subscription than the assessment plan, though with a very little margin difference. Uh, Amongst all the tests taken, there is a maximum attrition rate observed after fourth test and also after the 20th test. So keeping these in mind, if we deep dive to analyze the attrition across different plans, it is evident that there is more completion rate in the annual subscriptions when compared to the others. So the reason for this could be annual plan provides users with more leisure to spend time with their dogs and hence there is more completion rate. So I would suggest it would not be a bad idea for Dognition to convert their users as annual subscribers. Moving on, so the first graph here, which is plotted against the number of users versus the progress taken in the tests. Here we can see the attrition rate as maximum while the users are switching across the dimensions than when they are within a dimension. Right, from empathy to communication, we could see a large dropout than from tests within a dimension like arm pointing to foot pointing. So I would suggest Dognition to give a boost to users when they reach the end of a test in a dimension, like for example eye contact game, so that it would give a kickstart for them to start a new test in a new dimension with a new energy. Looking into the breed type, certain breeds of dogs tend to take higher number of tests when compared to others, like to the other breeds. For example, Labrador has some owners of Labrador have conducted around 45 tests also, but then not with other breeds like Vista, Boston Terrier, and so on. So one reason for this could be they are really outperforming the above Labrador and Golden Retriever, or maybe other breeds can do better in the tests which are not listed in the canine dimensions. So I would definitely encourage Dognition to include breed-specific tests at least on a sample population, which might lead to surprising results. Summarizing my recommendations into three major buckets. First is by motivating the users by conducting certain live events on social media like Facebook and Instagram for rewarding our outperforming dogs with certain medals and certifications. Also by giving certain bonus rewards or cashback offers for proactive users so that it will keep them motivating to continue into a new dimension. And the best time I would suggest to achieve these feat would be on Sunday evenings here, as we can see there is a maximum level of customer engagement on Sundays at 7 p.m. And the next dimension recommendation of mine is redefining the tests or reduce the complexity of the test. If the test is very complex and we see a more attrition at the test, we can basically replace or redefine the test and segment that into uh, different parts. And the third recommendation of mine is penetrating into the market. Right now, what we see is Dognition has more healthy market in US regions, But then if Dognition can put some more effort to target diverse audience all over the world, the data that they could retrieve would be very healthy and they would give us more insights in deciding or analyzing some scientific decisions. So those were my recommendations. Thank you for your time. Kindly provide your feedback.